Hey everybody, it's Maggie. I had something I needed to get off my chest right quick. I think something that spirit just kind of stirred up in me. So I had to step away from my desk right quick. I'm outside and I'm about to get comfortable and let y'all know what I have to say. But first, let's get this lighting together so y'all can see my face. And y'all can see Ruby doing her own little thing today. But that's neither here nor there for what I got to say. All right. Um, I got up this morning, and you know how you get up and you like check the blogs or whatever, and your YouTube vloggers to see what they're talking about. And I saw how not everyone, well, some people have something to say about Cardi B's interview with Joe Biden that was sponsored by Elle magazine. And at first, I was like, okay, that's different. But these days, we need something different to kind of like get people to get out and vote and see the seriousness of the situation. But then started having an issue with, okay, we all know there's this one person that Cardi has been going back and forth with, but she's one of those people where you got to consider the source. So I won't give her none of my time other than the few seconds I just did. But you had a lot of vloggers and bloggers. No disrespect, they have a right to vote, to speak their own opinion, just like I am right now. I gotta take my glasses off because I'm tired of them sliding off my face. But they had a lot to say about the interview, as if Cardi B isn't of the caliber to interview Joe Biden. So I took some time and I watched a few interviews myself. And here's my 2 cents. Okay. First of all, for anyone who wants to use the excuse of the WAP song to say she doesn't have a right to, shout out to all of my people who like to listen to in their office, home, or whatever establishment that you go to have a good time. If you have ever listened to the following: 3 6 Mafia, 2 Live Crew, Too Short, Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj, Millie Jackson, Denise LaSalle, Marvin Cease, Moms Mabley, Dolomite, Eddie Murphy. Y'all get what I'm saying. Haiti, y'all, be quiet, have several seats, drink you some water, you'll be fine, okay? That she's an entertainer. That is her job, okay? And that excuse just doesn't fly with me, okay? Everybody is not proper all of the time. I really don't think y'all putting on an audiobook when y'all get together with y'all loved one, okay? So y'all can get together and then discuss politics while y'all in that moment, okay? Now let me keep this going, and I wrote down some notes so make sure that I don't get off topic. Okay? Right now, we are just too obsessed with the packaging that our messages come through. Thank you. See how God works with you? He then let the sun go down a little bit so I won't be hot and all sweaty and shiny for y'all. But anyway, we are too obsessed with the packaging, that how things are presented to us. Okay? Now, first of all, that interview was sponsored by Elle magazine. So of course they're going to edit it. Stop worrying with your hair. To their liking. So we don't get the full interview of how they were talking. I can see at one point where you can see, well, maybe Cardi was a little nervous, so she did her little, you know how she does her and all of that to kind of like get herself warm up and get the nervous energy out. So I wasn't bothered with that, all right? I do appreciate the fact that she knew to. Cardi has never disappointed me in dressing for the situation. Okay, so she was very professionally dressed. I need y'all to get over her hair color if that is an issue for you. And I also appreciate the fact that Joe Biden didn't come to the interview looking too above. They met each other where they could. Okay, all right. So I appreciate that for the interview. Thank you, Cardi B, for that. And also thank you, Joe Biden. All right. Another thing, we need to pay attention to the content to the conversation. What questions did she ask? Everybody said she act like she had a to-do list. Well, damn it, all of us have a to-do list of what we want right now, okay? And going back to the topic of packaging, what we have right now in office, packaging, he looked pleasing to some people, okay? He wrote a book about the art of the deal. Everybody wants to tell us how he's such a good businessman, but now if you read Mary Trump's book, you didn't even have to do that much. If you watch TV in the 80s and the 90s, stuff didn't make sense to you. Trump University, Trump steaks, okay? Trump vodka. He was building something in Puerto Rico or something like that a while ago, and people was buying investments in it like cost shares. Now those people are still steadily suing him to get their money back. All right. So packaging fooled a lot of people in 2016. Okay. So we need content right now. All right. And I don't care who is asking the questions. We need these questions answered. If you go to your city council meetings, you can have anybody from the grandmother of the neighborhood who's always sitting on the porch making sure everybody's okay, to the neighborhood wino asking a question. But whatever question they ask, most likely is something that everybody wants to know, and some of us are too scared to ask. Okay? So I appreciate the fact that Joe Biden is willing to start a conversation with anyone. All right? I appreciate, okay, when you think about what we have in office right now, we always see in his campaign rallies, there's one or two of us, people of color, that's in the audience, where right behind them, where we can see him, where we can see them. They're just there for the number, the appearance of it all. Have we ever seen him talk to one of them in a public interview? I'll go even a step further. The people in the audience who are there with no mask and rallying for him, we don't see him outside of the rally having a public conversation with them, okay? He said there was, with the whole Charleston situation, he said there was good people on both sides. Have we ever seen him meet publicly with these good people that was on the Tiki Torch committee? Have we? I don't think so. But he appreciates their vote. And I need y'all to realize that Trump looks stupid and he does stupid stuff, but he's smart, okay? Because he knows that the minute that he really goes out and starts speaking with those people, he will lose the money, his financing, okay? And also, he knows that if he was to do like public interviews with Diamond Silk on their channels and their platforms, he can lose some people too. If he was to really get out there and start meeting with people like us, it's a risk he's not willing to take, okay? That's why we have situations where other people all of a sudden popping up out of nowhere talking about they want to run for office. Catch those T's. All right, moving forward. All right. I appreciate that interview because it reached a demographic that a lot of us, especially us with education and prestige and who have studied politics or for a while or have kept up with current events, and those of us who like to watch the news, is watching sports and all of that. It reached the demographic of people who right now are very important. Okay, there's a demographic of people that Cardi B reaches who don't feel like their vote matters, who don't feel like their voice matters, okay? And what we need to realize right now is we need those votes. We need to realize the value that they have. They are more than just a vote. They are a movement, okay? The days of going into physical meetings and talking with each other and having to plan when are we going to get out there and do stuff and all of that, committee meetings and all of that, those days are slowly diminishing. Right now, if you want to say something and and you want to voice your opinion like I'm doing now, you better get you a phone, get you a laptop or something, and figure out this social media. And right now, those are the people that we need. Okay, this is what life is about. It's about advancing. Okay, so I have these type of conversations with people who are in my small circle, and right now I'm learning how to use this platform for more than just watching and being nosy and getting all in other people's business and smiling and celebrating people's birthdays and anniversaries and stuff. So anyway, because you got to think about it right now. While some of us are going to work because our supervisors or what have you are saying, I don't care about no COVID-19. I need your ass at the desk. Or you know that you have bills that you have to pay and you have a job that you can go to. You're blessed to do that. While we're doing that, there's another demographic of people who are saying, okay, I'm going to college or school right now, online. So I'm going to finish these assignments right quick, and I'm going to spend this 1 day, 2 hours, whatever, protesting. I'm going to spend my 2 hours or whatever going door to door, making sure that I get my friends to vote. Okay? So we have to, those are the people who are keeping this Black Lives Matter movement alive, or any other event right now that is causing change. Though there are the air in this situation, they're pumping the air into the lungs in this matter and making sure that it don't die. So who are we, as privileged and civilized or whatever we want to call ourselves to be, to say no, don't do it that way? Joe, don't talk to those people. Cardi, she doesn't know what she's talking about. She don't talk about politics all the time. She's not a politician. She knows politics. There are a lot of people. Think about when you go to your barbershop or your beauty salon and the conversations that you have up in there. The real talk conversations. All right? And it's always that one that y'all think don't know shit about Shanu, who brings a point across that shit everybody up in the place. Okay? So we need to check ourselves on that. All right? Let me make sure I got everything that I want to say. Yeah, I said that Trump doesn't cater to the lowest denominator. I talked about diamond and silk. So yeah, I said everything I needed to say. Oh, and it didn't take me that long neither. So y'all, stop it. Please stop it. Okay? Because we need those people. I don't mean those people. We need them. We need you. If you are a person in that demographic that I spoke about, I didn't mean to call you those people right now, and I apologize. I need you. We need you. Okay? So if you watched that Cardi B and Joe Biden interview and it inspired you to do something, thank you. Okay? And I'd rather have Joe Biden speak to someone like Cardi B. I'd rather have a president who, when something happens to a loved one's family, like, forgive me if I get his name wrong, like Mr. Blake and my brain is going blank right now, but all of these shootings that we had, instead of him having his publicist write up a statement, he got on the phone, found their phone number, called them, say, hey, how are you doing? Are you all right? Do you need anything? Here's my phone number. Text me when you need me. That's the type of person we need right now. We need a person in office, and not just president, as mayor, governor, city council, local, state, and federal, and supervisors, any administrative position as it is. We need somebody in there who shows empathy right now, because we're at a point where we need each other. If we want change to truly happen, we have to talk to each other. That interview, I was happy at the fact that Cardi spoke about the mother who has to try to find daycare funds. Okay, I don't have a child, but I understand that if whether or not if that child gets sick and you have to keep them at home, you still have to pay that fee for that daycare that day, or your child loses his spot. Now you're in a rush to find another daycare. Okay, and it's hard to find family members who can sit and watch your child for free. I also appreciate her talking about how when she was in college, okay, that she had to make sure she had $5 reserved every day to make sure she was able to get from her home to Chambers Street. Okay, and then sometimes it was a question of if she had to eat lunch. She had to wait until she got home. Okay, and we all been in those positions when we were in college where we had to make a decision on, am I going to put gas in my car or am I going to have food to eat for lunch? Okay, and I even remember moments where sometimes when we used to have credit card companies, you know, sponsors or these little agents or whatever, that would give you like free king size, family size bags of M&M peanuts, and all you had to do was just fill out an application. I've done that a couple of times too. So, because when you're in college, it's hard, and we need to know if our taxes are going to be raised, because we got the stimulus check, and then he promised something about payroll deferment. But you had to understand, payroll deferment is they're not going to reserve that money out your check. They're going to free it up, but you have to remember to pay that later on. We need something where we can have money available all the time. Okay, so she was asking questions about cost of living. Those are things that is on everybody's mind, no matter what demographic or prestige or social status you're in. So I appreciate her for that, because all of us, some of us right now are at a point to where we are praying that Miss Sally don't find out where we work at so she can start garnishing our checks. Okay, and it is what it is. Okay, so rent is too high, food is too high, and yet we still have people who are making more than most. And I don't think she was trying to say that she doesn't want to pay taxes anymore, because she knows that's what she needs to do to be a citizen. But she just want an understanding of exactly how much would she have to pay. Will it continue to go up? Because right now, if you're not in that top 10%, your taxes is going up. And we're not sure where that tax money is going. Okay? That's the thing. We're having these taxes taken out, and it's not being divvied out accordingly. Okay? It's going pockets here and pockets there. We don't know. Okay? You have people who need federal assistance for food. They can't get it for some strange reason. There's always these little pieces of red tape that you have to go through just to get the simple things you need. Okay? So I appreciate her asking questions about cost of living, but it's, Jesus, what time is it? I don't know, but I know I've been out here for at least 20 minutes, and it's time for me to get back in the building and get back to my regular, not regular, because ain't nothing regular about my life, to my normal routine, or get back to the shit. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys later. I think I just posted my video about Megan Thee Stallion. Love reading. If you want to, stop by and watch that. Again, thank you everybody for listening to me. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, and start a conversation below about how you feel about it, okay? Let me know why you still feel like she didn't have to do the interview, or you feel like the interview was it didn't fit the bill for you. And I need another thing. People need to stop using this word pandering and not really understanding what pandering means. Pandering means appealing to a group of people that you need help from. That's what Joe's doing. We need the young people. We need the people who have the energy to do this. We need the people who understand how to keep this movement going in this time. The good trouble that Representative John Lewis talked about. We need the good people for this. And if you don't like what they do in their leisure time, then that's none of your business. Just as long as when they do what they need to do, it matters. Because we got people who are in a position right now, they doing all kinds of nastiness and everything. But will you vote them out of office? That's a question that we having right now. We're 45. Okay. All right. So y'all, stop judging. Let's let go of this idea of packaging. Okay. If you feel like you're too woke for her interview, let's take a nap. Get grounded. Carry some carnelian in your pocket for a little while and chill out. Get you some selenite so you can balance all of that out. Okay? All right. And if she's in all of the religious stuff and all of that, stop it. Okay, again, Millie Jackson, 2 Live Crew, 3 6 Mafia, Devin the Dude. Okay, all of that. All right, all right. So y'all, I'm done. I'm on fumes talking about it. So I will see you guys later. If you can't see my face, I'm sorry, but I hope you can hear what I had to say, because that's what's matter. That's what matters right now. Okay. Love you guys. This is Maggie, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.